In today's video, we are looking over all the new dragons in Off the Grid Dragons. The dragons are the Indostinger, Distortus Stinger, Nadderdon, Indominus Stinger, and the Triple Stinger. Thank you to the devs as usual, and as always, like, subscribe, and comment. The goal is 5K by this time next year, but anyways, let's get on with today's showcase. What's going on, y'all? Shorter video today, because I don't have much time to record, but I still want to get this video out. Been very busy this past week, so I've not had the time to be recording and editing. So why don't we make this a quick one? The first thing we are going to be looking at is the Indostinger. And this is obviously based off the Indoraptor that we showed last video slash episode of Off the Grid Dragons. But we got a nice black and gold, it's very cool. Then we have Amazon, which definitely is not as nice, but still not bad. Then we have Champlain, decent. Not the greatest thing ever. We have Gambia. Nice red. It's pretty cool. I like that. And then we have Grape. Now this one's pretty cool. I like Grape. I like how vibrant it is. That's pretty awesome. And then we have Great Sandy. I don't know if that's based off anything, but this one definitely not as cool. Very basic color scheme here. Then we have Albino, which looks very similar to the Indominus Rex. White, red, or white with red eyes of the little color scheme, like very similar to the Indominus Rex on this one. Then we have Melanistic, very cool, fully blacked out. This one's sick. Then we have Gen 2, so the upgraded Indoraptor, white, blue, and red eyes. This one's very cool. I like it. Then we have Limpopo. Again, I don't know if this was based off anything, but the name doesn't ring a bell, so I don't know. But very similar to like a nether color scheme. We have Lux. I like Lux that has the vibrant, glowy stuff. Very nice. That's pretty cool. Level 40. This is one of my favorite ones that they have here in the variants. Obviously, it's supposed to be from the Jurassic World game, the Park Builder one, and you max out your Indoraptor. We have Mangrove, not that nice. Very similar to the Amazon one over there, but darker color scheme and complexion. Then we have Killian, Mbappe right here. Not that nice though. Then we have Solar. Again, puke green color. This is not it. We have Sonara. Not bad. I like the contrast of the eyes compared to the rest of it, but puke green stripe is not good. We have Svalbard. Decent. I feel like these look more like Stingers than like Indoraptor variants. So I feel like they make them too light. We have another cool one called Tear Blood. Very sick. Kind of looks like Salamence. Very sick. Second to last, we have Valley Death. Again, very light color scheme. Doesn't fit the vibe of the Indoraptor. And finally we have Yukon. Again, a very nice one. Red instead of gold. Very sick. I like this one a lot. Well, that was it for the Indoraptors. Now we are on to the Distortus Stinger. The first one is the Distortus Stinger, obviously based off D-Rex. These guys look very interesting and are very ugly. We have Albino. This one is like very bad, bro. This thing looks disgusting. Looks like a malformed newborn baby. Like, this thing is not it. We have Beluga, obviously one of the inspirations for D-Rex with its bulbous head. But I like the all white. Then you have Dios Rex. This one. Very cool. I like the color scheme here. Very, very nice. We have Distorted Wild Roar. Obviously supposed to be the base Stinger variant, but on the Distortus Rex. Decent. Then we have Gorilla. Interesting, because I never would have thought this thing looks like a gorilla, but it really does. Interesting. Then we have Logia Rex. Again, very cool. I like the bright blue. This is very sick. On the black. Pretty awesome. Then we have Melanistic. All black. Very similar to one of the other ones we'll see down there. But very cool. I like the all blacked out. And then we have Millie. Now this thing really does look like Millie Bobby Brown, almost to a T, but not that nice looking. They have Rancor. I've heard that before, but I forgot what it was or what it means. But very similar to the Gorilla variant, just more peachy. Second to last we have Sun Bear, which I really like Sun Bears. My whole channel is based off my favorite animal being the grizzly bear, so Sun Bear, pretty sick. And finally, we have Xenomorph. Okay, obviously, no eyes, but very similar to Melanistic. No eyes or nostrils, I think. It's just mouth and head, like a Xenomorph. Next up, since we're done with the Distortus Stingers, we have the Nadderdon. And surprisingly, I really like these guys. Their model is very nice, very well detailed, good animations. Like, these ones are very cool. But we have the Mutadon. Decent. Then we have Jurassic Park. Cool, looks like a base Rexy. Very cool, yeah. Like that. They have 1997 female. Very basic, not much happening here. On to the next. We have 1997 male. This one, much better. Bigger contrast. We like to see it. Then we have 2001 female. This one better than the last one. Got a better contrast, better color scheme. This one not bad at all. Then we have 2001 male. This one very cool. I like its hair it's got. But not bad at all. Now my question is, why does this male not have it? This one does. That's pretty strange. Then we have Blue. Obviously based off Blue the raptor from Jurassic World. It's decent. Not the greatest one here. We have Cassowary. Interesting. They have Charlie. Again, based off the Jurassic World raptor. Not bad. Then we have Delta, again based off the Jurassic World Raptor, pretty awesome. Then we have Echo, and again, the last one, part of the gang here, decent. Actually, this one might be my favorite. I like the green and orange, that's very nice actually. They have Moo Moo, obviously based off a cow. This thing is disgusting. Let's go to the next one. Then we have Albino. Albino actually doesn't look bad on this one. But its freaking head model is so nice. I don't know why. I love it. The Melanistic. Very similar to Albino, but the opposite. And I think it's much cooler in brown and black than white and red. And then one of the best ones they have out of them is Peafowl. Very nice, vibrant gradient on the head. Black. Very cool. I love that one. And finally, we have Vitiligo. It's just Moo, but the opposite. Kind of like Albino and Melanistic. This is just Moo, but different. Yeah, exact same texture too. Then we have the Indominus Stingers. So what we're looking at is the Indominus. Obviously based off the Indominus Rex. Not bad at all. We have Amazon. Not that nice. Same thing as the Indoraptor one. It just looks like a stinger. Nothing that sticks it out as Indominus. They have Champlain, whatever. Again, very basic. Actually, like a normal dinosaur. Does not look like it's an Indominus. Looks like a T-Rex or something. They have creative, very similar to Peafowl. Love the color scheme here. Blue all the way to this yellow. Very cool. Death Valley. It's just, they're so basic, bro. They're kind of lame. Gambia. Again, pretty lame. Then we have Albino. And Albino looks more Indominus Rex than Indominus over there. At least in some depictions where the Indominus is more white than it is gray. I have Melanistic. Obviously very cool it being all black. It's just Indominus Rex with dark complexion. Which is kind of weird. Or similar to the Indoraptor. You have Wild Roar. This one just looks like a big stinger. They have Limpopo. This one looks less like a nether variant, but it does look like netherite. Or not netherite, netherrack on its body. Pretty lame though. Mangrove. Interesting, don't really like that. We have Kylian Mbappe again. Pretty mid. Then we have Kylian Mbappe Pelo. This one much better. Very similar to the next one, but a C, but more browned out. But we have Quadraganita. And this is the level 40 variant of the Indominus on the Jurassic World Park Builder game. Very sick. They have Rain. This one's also very cool. I like the black and blue. Nothing about it stands out as Indominus Rex, though. Again, I don't know. I feel like they should all be gray like that base one. And then have like added color schemes, kind of like this one. Because they don't look like Indominus Rex's. Solar. Very basic green. Pretty mid. We have Great Sandy. Gray, purple eyes. Decent. Sonara. Very basic again. Like, I don't know what I can say about these guys. These just look like stingers, but different colors. Second to last, we have Svalbard. Fully brand out. Pretty lame. And Yukon. The interesting. The Indoraptor one was much better than the Indominus. And the final thing we are looking at today is the Triple Stinger, which is a mix between the Triple Strike and a Stinger. But the first one is Triple Stinger. Very nice green. I like this one. Very cool. Green is my favorite color, and this one has every shade of green I like. They have Boxer. This one very similar to the level 40 Indominus Rex, but it's very cool. I like that. They have DG Stinger. I don't know what the DG stands for. We're going to see later that there's a Death Gripper one, and I don't think DG stands for Death Gripper, so yeah. We have Conga. This one very cool. Bright pink. Pretty sick. Then we have Mimi, which I think is a Pikachu thing or something. I think it's supposed to be Mimikyu. This thing's supposed to be Mimikyu, but I'm not 100% sure. But it would make sense because we have Pikachu right here. Very cool. I like the electric colors on it. Really not bad at all. We have Rue. I love the blue on it. That's very sick. It's very nice contrast to the brown. Especially that dark blue right there, purplish. That thing's awesome. They have Sea Strike. Again, not bad. Blue and green. Always a good color scheme. Sick. They have the base Triple Strike Stinger. Very cool. I like how red they make it. And really all of these, like the claws are so vibrant. It's very sick. They have Triple Death Gripper. Very sick. I like that. I really like the black and red. That one is actually fire. Then we have Albino. Very basic. This one's not as cool at all. But yeah. Then we have Melanistic. Very cool. Blacked out. I'll be honest, I usually like the Melanistic ones the best. But for these dragons on off the grid dragons, they're not the greatest at all of them. And finally we have Triple Wild Roar. Not bad at all. I just like it. I like triple stinger. This thing is very sick. I really like it. But that is it for today's episode / video. Probably gonna be shorter. Not that interesting of a video. But if you guys could like, subscribe, comment to boost the algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.